Hello and welcome to the TMZ podcast. I'm Charlie Cotton.
I'm Charlie Neff.
And today is opening statements day in the Diddy trial.
They have selected a jury and a very big witness is supposed to testify as early as today.
As today?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so we'll do that at the top, but we'll also talk about apparently Taylor and Travis, they're still together despite all the rumors that they've broken up.
I mean, they haven't been seen publicly for a while. Remember, we were seeing them out like every day, every night.
Yes.
Like it was a lot. Then all of a sudden, when he finished the Super Bowl, when they lost the Super Bowl, they like disappeared. But they're resurfacing.
Okay, and also we'll talk about Jordon Hudson, your favorite beauty queen. She competed over the weekend.
Bill Belichick's girlfriend.
Well,
right?
Yeah. Bill Belichick's her
Possibly
boyfriend.
Fiance?
Possibly. Yeah, well, she competed for Miss Maine this weekend. We'll give you the results.
Yes. By the way, we are live. Charlie and I are back here together.
Wow.
And we want to see all of your guys' comments, whether it's comments about any of these stories. Let us know what you think is going to happen with the Diddy case. Do you think he's going to have to serve time in prison? Do you think he's going to get off? Let us know. And if you have anything you want to add about us, we get to your comments at the end of the show.
To begin with, the jury has been selected in the Diddy trial.
Woo!
They
whittled it down fast this morning because they had too many. I think they had 25 this
45,
morning.
I thought.
45.
Yeah.
And then this morning they whittled it down to
12 jurors and six alternates.
Yes, and 6 alternates. Quickly, that happened this morning.
Because the defense and the prosecution got to do their I don't want that person, and they don't have to give a reason, right? They can just strike several people from the pool based on whatever they want. They get a certain number of strikes. And then...
I mean, it's strategic, right? To pick who's going to be sitting in the jury, who's going to be hearing your story, who is going to believe Diddy, who maybe isn't going to believe Diddy. They're asking all these crazy questions. I know you've never served jury time.
I haven't.
Yeah, it's crazy. They'll go through everything. What do you do for work? The basics. But then also, what does your family do for work? What does your brother do for work?
Right.
They get into all these nitty gritty stuff. Especially for cases like this, they were asking questions like, have you ever been sexually assaulted?
Also interesting, Diddy's defense attorney, Mark Agnifilo, said that the prosecutors struck 7 black people from the jury pool, kind of noting it as a pattern that why the prosecutors, they don't want black people on the jury. That's interesting that even Diddy's defense would raise that.
I don't know what that would even say because, I mean, Cassie is also a black woman.
Yes.
So, you would think, well, also, maybe that they would have sympathy with her, for her. I mean, look, at the end of the day, it really shouldn't matter. But, I mean, I kind of see where he's, setting this up to be.
And Diddy's family's in court.
Yeah. So, I actually did a story last week. Because everyone was wondering during jury selection last week, where was the family? They had been so involved and so supportive of him, always publicly showing up to his court hearings. But last week they were totally absent. So, and he has a lot of kids, right? 7, 8 kids or whatever, and none of them showed up. But I did a story that they were waiting for jury selection to start showing up in full force and that they believe their dad is innocent. They think he's going to be okay. We've seen them call their dad in prison to wish him happy birthday and stuff like that. So yeah, all the kids, well, a majority of the kids, Quincy, Justin, Jesse and Delilah, the twin girls, they showed up today. And his mother, Janice, was there. His baby mama, Dana Tran, was there. So they're all showing a united front.
Interesting. Okay. Well, yep, the trial is supposed to take a couple months. He's facing 5 charges relating to sex trafficking, prostitution, and racketeering. Yeah,
no cameras in court. But by the way, Cassie, the star kind of witness, witness number 1, she is going to be testifying this week as early as today. So it'll be really interesting. Remember, she's super pregnant right now.
Oh, that's pregnant. Right. More pregnant than super pregnant. In fact, she's due today or...
Yeah, she's due this week. So I can't imagine she's going through labor and can't make it or... I mean, what's going to happen?
What happens if her water breaks on the stand?
Yeah, that would be wild.
That would be wet and wild.
Yeah, they need a cleanup crew.
Yeah. All right, let's get on with our next story. Everyone been saying that Taylor and Travis are broken up. Well, I guess that those people are wrong because the two of them appeared at a cafe in Philadelphia over the weekend, dispelling all of those rumors that they're going through some sort of beef or something.
Yeah, so they got together for Mother's Day. They were hanging inside of a restaurant. I think Travis's mom, Donna, was there, right?
I didn't see photos of her, but it makes sense. They're in Philadelphia, so...
Yeah, I believe they were there with Donna from the photo that I saw. Someone got a picture, obviously, inside the restaurant. But it's very interesting because they haven't been seen for so long, like you mentioned. So people were wondering, on one side, oh, are they broken up? Are they done? But then on the other side, it was maybe she's pregnant. Maybe she's hiding a baby bump. The rumors are just going to, totally flood the internet when things like that happen.
And to give it a third side, to make it a triangle, maybe it's to do with Blake Lively. You know how Taylor was,
they're trying to rope her in.
They're trying to rope her into the Blake Lively, Baldoni thing. Don't they even want her to be a witness? They even want her part of the trial.
Yeah, I mean, if you remember when Justin Baldoni released all those text messages, Blake was texting Justin about Taylor. She had allegedly showed up to this meeting. We're told from people around Taylor, she didn't know there was a It Ends With Us meeting. She was just coming over to see a friend. But she believed that Blake was trying to set it up to be use her as a weapon, her dragon. She called herself Khaleesi.
So I'm not surprised that Taylor maybe has taken a step back because I don't think she wants to be any part of that thing or be thought about in the same breath.
I mean, even Ryan Reynolds is trying to escape from it.
True,
so I don't think anybody wants a part of this mess.
No, they don't. Well, I'm glad they're back together, publicly at least. It'd be interesting to see. Where's the ring? Where's the ring? Why?
Charlie's ready for the engagement.
No, but it's they're of that age.
It, put a ring on it?
Yes. When you're that age and they're, supposedly in love, then what's standing in the way? What would be a reason not to get engaged this off-season?
Well, I want to ask you a question. As a guy, right, assuming the guy proposes, majority of the time the guy proposes, right?
Right.
Is there a moment when you're all right, I'm ready? And you go and get the engagement ring and is there light bulb clicks on where you're okay, it's time?
I think it's a gradual thing.
Does that happen?
No, it's a gradual thing.
Okay, so maybe it's a gradual thing for him.
But they've been together for how long now? A year and a half, 2 years?
Yeah, it's been a bit.
And they're baby making years.
Yeah.
It's now or never, fellas, girls.
So you think time should just be the light bulb?
Yes.
It's time to go.
If they're not proposed this off season, there's something wrong. There's something wrong.
But don't you think if there's something wrong, they would just break up?
Yeah, probably true.
Yeah,
probably true as well. Okay, well, time will tell. On to our final story. Jordon Hudson. She showed off her long legs at the Miss Maine pageant last year.
Wait, this is Bill Belichick's girl, right?
Yes. You didn't know this?
I love that we don't even have that in the notes.
That's Bill Belichick's girl?
The girl that's a quarter of his age.
Yeah, but she is a celebrity in her own right now.
Well, because of him.
So last year, she came third at the Miss Maine pageant.
Yep, she's a beauty queen / cheerleader, right?
Trying to make it all the way to the Miss America pageant. Whoever wins Miss Maine obviously makes it through.
Yep.
And we can reveal Jordon Hudson. She did it a bit better than third place. No, she got third place again. Third place.
Sad.
Very sad. Very sad.
It's tough. Those pageants are tough. I did one pageant.
Oh, you did?
I told you this. I did Miss Hollywood. So you have to first do a city, right? There's tiers, right? So you start with a city. You can pick literally any city. So I picked Hollywood because I thought it was cute. And I was living in North Hollywood at the time. But you pick a city, and then from the city, if you win that, then you go on to Miss California, and then from Miss California, you go to Miss USA. And this is the USA pageant.
They're like brackets.
Yeah, totally. But when I did Miss Hollywood, they teach all the girls a dance. You have to get there's a lot more to it than just showing up and being pretty. There's a lot.
What was your special talent?
My special talent was the violin. Hold on, sorry. A little bit of forgot to mention this.
Okay.
I didn't actually end up doing it.
You pulled out.
Mm-hmm. So I did practice all the routines, went to all the meetings. There's full on meetings to prepare. You have to get a sponsor. I got a sponsor, Portos Bakery.
Oh, shout out.
Yep. Shout out Porthos.
Funny for the bakery.
$200 sponsor.
A bakery sponsoring a beauty pageant.
They want you to have a sponsor that's like from your area. And at the time I lived like near North Hollywood, Burbank area.
Okay, so stop keeping us in suspense.
I know.
Why did you pull out?
I don't know about the Miss America pageant that she competed in, but I know for the one that I did, a girl that was like a veteran in these pageants told me, and look, I don't know if this was true. I'm just giving you my take. A girl told me 2 days before the pageant that they already knew who the winner was.
She wasn't trying to throw you off?
I did think about it long and hard, but I had 2 days to figure this out,
I think you were maybe a little nervous about entering. No. Maybe you were looking for an excuse not to do it.
Me? Please.
Ugh.
So she told me they already picked the winner. She told me who the girl was out of the group that they were going to pick. Mm-hmm. And at that time, I was like, all right, I'm out. So I dropped out, and they were like, the organizer was like, no, please stay. We need you, whatever.
We're spending more time on this story than the Diddy. Like, what is going on?
Wait. Okay, long story short, one more sentence.
Long story long.
I know, long story long. They did the pageant, and they did pick that girl. So I think it was actually rigged.
It was rigged.
Yeah.
We should do that story. Let's investigate.
I know. It's Charlie Neff's failed pageantry.
I bet Jordon would agree with you. Maybe that's why she didn't come
well,
first.
Well, I mean, they have an idea of, in my opinion, I think they knew.
They should have picked her. Okay, let's read out some of the comments. You read out some of the comments.
All right. So for the Diddy story, JBud400 said, the diddler strikes again. Diane Tor said, lock him up. Lane said, I think the Diddley will get off. Oh, shocking. Okay. D Hood Reeler said, whoever thinks Diddy not about to do time either don't know about all cases he up against or he just lost.
If I was a betting man, which I'm not anymore because of various reasons I'm not going to say.
You are a betting man.
I'm not a betting man anymore.
What do you mean anymore? You were doing crypto.
Not anymore.
Good for you, man.
I would say that Diddy, maybe he won't be found not guilty, but he just won't be found guilty. Maybe hung jury.
Oh, I don't think so.
You think he's...
I think he's going to get time. He was already offered like so many plea deals. Like it's nasty. I think he's going to get like 14 years.
You need one juror, just one juror not to find guilty, and he'll get a hung jury and whatever.
I mean, how do you go up against the Cassie video?
It's going to be, who knows?
For the Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce story, Elle said, I would never actually legally marry someone if I had the assets Taylor Swift had.
Fair enough. I mean,
you could just get a prenup, or even a postnup. That's the thing, too.
Did you get a prenup with your husband?
No.
Okay, interesting.
Oh, I love that. Why? Do you think because he has more money or that I have more money?
I think you have more money.
Well, just because I have like a house.
Yes.
But I will say my husband saves and saves. He still wears the same clothes from 2003.
He's very thrifty.
Very thrifty. So he just saves all of his money. He likes to be called a self-made man. It's like his thing, which whatever. Couple miscellaneous comments from you guys. Jody Mansfield said hello from the UK.
No way.
Crystal,
awesome.
I know, UK. Where in the UK? Let us know. Crystal Kvistad said, oh my gosh, both of the Charlies are at the table today. I love it. Happy Monday, guys. Happy Monday, Crystal.
We haven't had the both of us together for a little while.
I know. I had some days off. I was moving. And I'm finally in my new place now.
Are you is the Diddy trial, your Super Bowl? Basically, you're on the news desk trying to break stories. Are you busier than ever this week?
Well, yeah. I mean, we have a lot of cases today, or this week, I guess. Diddy is happening. Oh my God, why am I blanking? There's other stuff. Oh, Kim K is taking the stand this week, apparently.
In Paris?
Yeah.
Wow.
So there's just a lot going on this week. And I think we can say we have our new Bieber documentary. Can we say that? Coming out Wednesday? Yeah, I guess there was a press release that came out.
All right,
so I think it's
Bieber documentary coming out. Great.
Yeah, that I'm in. Julie Hammond said, Charlie, you got robbed in the pageant. Thanks. I think so too.
You didn't even enter.
Well, I kind of did.
You didn't even enter.
Kinda. I dropped out 2 days before, which I've never done that in my life. I mean, I usually complete things. Let's see. Oh, Marcy P said, see, fashionista Charlie Neff is pretty in purple this Monday morning.
Very nice.
I literally just threw on whatever.
I like that sweater. Yeah.
you.
You wear it, quite often. You obviously like it too.
Oh my God.
What? I like it.
I do need to go shopping. It has been a minute. I've just been so exhausted with this move. David Salvador. David, you're such a loyal fan. Thank you. Said, we need to see the pageant photos, Neff. I do have some, like backstage. Like we had little like Egyptian outfits, which were kind of like, I feel like controversial now, but we had like a little Egyptian like routine.
Oh, fun.
God. So I have some outfits. I was like skinny, and it's crazy. Like, I don't know if you do this, but like I look at old photos and I'm like, God, I remember feeling like I was fat then, and now I look like back and I'm like, God, I wish I looked like that still. Do you have that or
maybe
no?
the boy version of that? Maybe the boy version.
Oh, okay.
Well, will you promise to post those photos on your Instagram today?
I mean, they're on my like Facebook. Do you remember when we used to like upload 50 photos from a night?
As if you don't still do stuff like that.
Wait, I don't.
Upload. We want to see the pageant photos, Neff. Neff will upload them on her stories sometime today. David Zaldivar.
Oh my God.
All right, well, thank you, Charlie.
Thank you, Charlie.
And we'll see you guys here tomorrow.
Bye.